Hello, this is Aaron Van Trojan. I'm the CEO of Geneva Financial. I haven't posted for a while, primarily because there hasn't been a lot to post about. Geneva Financial's been growing, we've been busy, but not a lot has changed around here. But that got me thinking, maybe that's what I should be posting about. I'll get to that in just a minute. So a week ago, my business and partner and I go to San Diego, get married. A couple days later, I whisk her away to San Francisco for the Western Secondary because I'm such a romantic. It was like going to a funeral. I actually kind of felt bad because me and my business partner, now wife, were the only people at the event that seemed to be smiling. Everybody, all they could talk about is margin compression. Seems to be the new buzzword in our industry this year, mostly due to tax reform, shot the interest rates up and transactions fell off a cliff. Now everybody seems to be scrambling, trying to figure out how to stay profitable. It's shocking that in the first quarter of 2018, the average transaction done in our industry actually netted a loss of $118. And when the numbers come out for Q2, I'd imagine they're going to be even worse. But at Geneva Financial, not much has changed. Everybody at the events, every meeting that we had with our aggregators and our partners that we do business with on a day-to-day basis was asking the same questions. In fact, a couple days later when we got back, I had a friendly conversation with one of the agencies, and they asked me 3 times over in 3 different ways, not only how is Geneva Financial profitable in the first half of 2018, but we seem to be gaining momentum and becoming more profitable when the entire industry was hemorrhaging money. And that all kind of falls back on how we started to begin with. So in 2007, late 2007, 2008, we started Geneva Financial in the very worst of times. The very, very worst of times. I mean, not only was the mortgage industry in sheer collapse and chaos, but so was the entire world economy. But that's when we decided to start a new mortgage bank. In fact, we started a mortgage bank, but we had so little money and nobody was going to give us any more money. So we actually started out as a broker for the first several years of our inception. But we survived. And the reason why things have not changed too much at Geneva Financial over the course of a decade plus is because when we started the company in 2007, we started a company that could pay its originators, pay its people, the lion's share of the compensation, while the company survived on just a small percentage on every single transaction we did. And we could do that in the very, very worst of times. We could do that in the best of times. We wouldn't change anything, whether the market got extremely good and profitable or got very challenging and difficult. In 2007, 2008 was far worse than it is in 2018. Yet here we are today, as profitable as ever. Since our inception in 2007, is we got by lean, efficient. We didn't spend a lot of money once we started making money on extravagance. Never done a president's club where we've taken our top producers to exotic locations and spent obscene amounts of money on them, which comes at the cost of all the other employees of the company. And I'm not opposed to those things. I really like to do good things for the producers and for all people that work for this company. But it wasn't our model. Our model was always to pay everybody more than the competition. And what I mean by more is nearly twice the national average in loan officer compensation. We did that in 2007, and we do that today. And we do that while delivering a very, very competitive price to the consumer. That's all we've done. So for all the loan officers that are out there and originators that are watching this or listening, is if you're being asked by the owners and management of your company to take a pay cut because of this margin compression, The reason why is your companies are trying to figure out how to be profitable while paying all those layers of bloated management. I mean, how many managers do you report to? And if you're the branch manager, how many managers above you do you report to? How many executives are on your staff or on your team or in your company? And what are all those people doing? Especially when loan originations are down 30+%. But even when they weren't down 30%, what were they doing then? You got to ask yourself, does every layer of management that your company has, do they assist you? Do they help you build your business? Are you making all the money you've ever dreamed about making? Or are you simply paying it up? Now, prior to 2018, the average loan officer compensation, I think, was under 125 basis points. And I know some of you out there are making 150, 200 basis points, which is fine. But it's not enough. It's not enough. Your companies were making way more money, even during the good times. So now as they ask you to get paid less, because we have to. We have to support these big bloated management fees, and we have to continue to have this President's Club, and we have to have all the bells and whistles and the fancy websites and the swag. At what cost to you, and how much out of your pocket is going for all these things that don't necessarily make you a better originator? And for those of you that sell just price and are willing to take a substantial pay cut so you can maintain your competitive edge, you shouldn't need to do that either. Because if all you're doing is selling price to be successful in the mortgage business, you deserve to make 50 basis points on a good day. Because that's exactly where this industry is going. And it's going at an alarmingly fast pace in 2018 because everybody's buying off on the fact that a loan officer should make less. Well, again, if you're self-generating and you're building your own business and you're not selling just price, because everybody can do that. If you're selling value, if you're a true mortgage professional and you're selling something more than just price, the benefits of working with you. And don't just tell me you can close loans in 10 days, and everybody can close loans in 10 days. Every good originator can. It's what do you bring to the table to your clients, and why should they work for you, work with you? Because if you only bring a price, then like I said, you should make 50 basis points. For the rest of you, you should make considerably more, and don't give it away. Don't let them take it away from you again. In 2007, everybody told me that my model of paying the loan originator the lion's share of the compensation, and when we offered 250 basis points, that it was unsustainable. It was the same people that said the broker concept was dead, a dinosaur. They were wrong. The broker concept is alive and well. Well, we're a mortgage banker. But the only reason why we're still here is we brokered loans up until 2010, 12. It's still alive and well. They're lying to you. And when they told you that they couldn't pay you because they have to spend all this additional money on compliance, it's a lie. I'm living proof. Since 2007, we've brokered loans. We don't anymore, but we did. We paid the loan officer twice the national average in loan officer compensation, and we maintained a very competitive price to the consumer. And everybody told me that it was unsustainable today, or unsustainable in 2007. And today, branch managers and loan officers are telling me that my model is still unsustainable. They're telling me it's too good to be true. Well, it's not. And if you believe it's too good to be true, take your pay cut and be happy with your 50, 100, or 125 basis points that you're making, because you'll never make any more. Because you bought into it hook, line, and sinker. So the bloated management and owners above you could continue to live with all their profits. You guys are doing all the work. You generate the business. You should get paid the lion's share of the compensation. And that's what Geneva Financial will do for you now, just like we did in 2007, and what we'll do for the rest of my time in the mortgage business, and I still got a lot of time in me. So if you're looking at some different options, look no farther than us. You can give me a call, 480-368-2000. It's directly to me because I don't have loaded management for you to talk to. I'd be more than happy to talk you through it and show you why Geneva Financial is having the best year in our entire history because we're not doing anything different. We just continue to pay you more. We continue to pay you for everything that you're worth, of course, if you're not just selling price. And we have a damn good price as well. I hope to hear from you guys, and I'll keep you posted on this margin compression and how much more blood the industry is going to shed over it. Hope you guys have a good month.